Welcome to Share My Lesson. In this video, I'm going to discuss the 2017 Paper D Mathematics Solutions. Check the description below to find out more information. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button below and join us on this mathematical journey. Let's move on to the solutions. A line of symmetry is a line that cuts a shape exactly in half. This means that if you were to fold the shape along the line, both halves will match exactly. Only shape D does not have this property. If Claire's pulse is 15 heartbeats per second and there are 60 seconds in a minute, her pulse rate in beats per minute will be 15 divided by 10 multiplied by 60, which is 90. So the answer is C. "40 divided by 8 is 5 and 20 divided by 4 is also 5. So the answer is A. To get 2.46, we need to move the decimal point 2 places to the left. So we need to divide 246 by 100. So the answer is A. To enclose the garden, you need 2 3.5 meter sides and 1 5 meter side. We can add these values up to get 12 meters. So you need a total of 12 meters to enclose the garden, which means the answer is B. In between Emma's and Jane's house, there are 3 full units and 2 1/2 units, which adds up to 4 full units, which is equal to 200 meters. So 1 unit is 50 meters. So the answer is D. The time in London is 4 AM and the time in Sydney is 1 PM. The time between 4 AM and 12 PM is 8 hours, and the time between 12 PM and 1 PM is 1 hour. We can add this up to get a total of 9 hours. So the answer is C. The first winner takes away 1 car and 1 balloon, which leaves 1 car and 2 balloons for the second winner. This leaves 2 possibilities for the second winner to choose from. So the answer is A. P is equal to 126 divided by 42, which is 3, and R is equal to 6 divided by 3, which is 2. So the answer is C. We can mark Gina's starting point as X. So she goes 10 meters to the left, 20 meters up, 40 meters to the right, and finally 20 meters down. The difference between her starting point and ending point is 40 minus 10, which is 30 meters. So the answer is C. There's 250 milliliters of orange juice in the first jar, another 250 milliliters in the second jar, and 100 milliliters in the third jar. Altogether, there's 600 milliliters of orange juice. 1/4 of this is 150 milliliters. Only B has this amount. The difference between 2.4 and 4.1 is 1.7, 3.8 and 5.1 is 1.3, 3.9 and 4.6 is 0.7, and 4.8 and 5.1 is 0.3. Only B has a difference of 1.3. Out of the 60 times that Jack spun the spinner, the telephone occurred 9 out of 60 times, the flower occurred 31 out of 60 times, and the hand occurred 20 over 60 times. 20 over 60 can be simplified to 1 out of 3. 31 over 60 is approximately 1 over 2, and 9 over 60 approximately is 1 over 6. Only D matches these features. If we multiply the second equation by 2, we get 6 diamonds plus 2 stars is equal to 28. We can minus this from the first equation, and we get 2 diamonds plus 22 is 28. So a diamond is 3. Substituting this value into the first equation, we get that 2 stars is equal to 10 and the star is equal to 5. So the answer is A. We can find out which solid is not lens by making a visual image in our heads. A works, C works, D works, however B does not work because the T cubes in the end is meant to be on the right side. To find out in which year Kai was born, we can subtract 35 from 2017. We get that 1982 was the year that he was born. The year of the goat is 1955, and the difference between this year and Kai's birth year is 27 years, which is not divisible by 12. The difference between the year of the monkey and 1982 is 26, which is not divisible by 12, and the year of the rooster in 1982 is 25, which is not divisible by 12. However, the year of the dog, which is 1958, is 24 years away from 1982, which is divisible by 12. So the answer is A. To get as many questions correct as possible, Bill needs to get as many knowledge questions, which are worth 2 points, correct as possible. 39 is not divisible by 2. However, he can get a skill question correct, which is worth 5 points. 39 minus 5 is 34. 34 divided by 2 is 17. So Bill can get 17 knowledge questions correct and 1 skill question correct, which is a total of 18 questions. So the answer is C. Pete went 160 meters to the left to meet the lions and another 160 meters to come back to the kiosk. He then went to meet the giraffes, which is 420 meters to the right, and then he went 170 meters to the left to meet the zebras. Altogether, Pete walked 160 plus 160 plus 420 plus 170, which is 910 meters. So the answer is C. Eight more students studied drama than art, and there are 4 units between the drama column and the art column. So each unit is worth 2 students. 6 units studied music, so altogether 12 students studied music. So the answer is D. The first angle is 90 degrees, the second angle is 90 degrees, and the third and fourth angles are 270 degrees. We know that the angle sum of a triangle is 180 degrees. We can add all these angles up to get an angle sum of 900 degrees. So the answer is A. The first movie starts at 3:40 and ends at 5:50. However, this is not in Fadi's time frame. However, the second movie can start at 4:05 and it ends at 5:25. This is in a time frame. We know that these other movies are not in a time frame, so the answer is B. We can make a list of 2-digit numbers using the digits 4, 7, and 8. We can then test if these numbers are divisible by 3. We find that 4 out of these numbers are divisible by 3, so the answer is D. Each corner cube has 3 faces to paint. There are 8 corner cubes, so 24 faces are being painted. On the middle cubes, there are 3 faces to color, and there are 8 of these, which gives another 24 faces. Altogether, there are 48 faces to color. This means that the answer is D. Half of one side of the square is 6 centimeters, so the yellow triangle has sides of 6 centimeters length. So the area would be 6 squared divided by 2, which is 18 centimeters squared. Using Pythagorean theorem, we can find the length of the yellow square. This would be the square root of 72 divided by 2. We can find the area of the square, which is 72 over 4, which is 18 centimeters squared. We have to add the area of the yellow triangle and the yellow square together, which is 18 plus 18, which is 36 square centimeters. So the answer is C. By rotating this picture 3/4 turns in a clockwise direction, we are rotating it 270 degrees to the right. Only B matches this description. Jack's plant already has 10 leaves, and we'll need 30 more leaves to get to 40. We can divide this by 2 to get 15, and since the plant grows 2 new leaves every 3 days, we have to multiply this by 3. We get another 45 days until the plant can grow 40 leaves. So the answer is B. We can look at all of these shapes. If you get A and extend all of the smaller pieces, we see that it completes the square without any extra segments. So the answer is A. Since each circle is worth 12 cupcakes, Marcia has 12 plus 6, which is 18 cupcakes. Jen has 12 plus 12, which is 24. And Nathan has 12 plus 12, which is 24. Let Rachel have R cupcakes. Since Jacob has 8 more cupcakes than Rachel, Jacob has R plus 8 cupcakes. Since the 5 students made 114 cupcakes to sell at the school, we can make an equation where the total amount of cupcakes is equal to 114. We get that Rachel, which is denoted as R, is equal to 20. Since Jacob has 8 more cupcakes, he will have 28 cupcakes. So the answer is C. Three pebbles plus 3 sticks is equal to 21. So a pebble plus a stick is 7. We can trial and error different values into this equation. We get 6, 1, 5, 2, and 4 and 3. We find that 5 and 2 works and gives a value of 9. This is an option in the answers, so the answer is B. Let the amount of money Raj has be R dollars. On Monday, he spends half of this money. On Tuesday, he spends a quarter of the remaining, and he's left with $18. This means that R over 2 minus R over 8 is equal to 18. We can solve this equation to get that R is equal to $48. This means that the answer is A. The strawberry jelly recipe is made for 4 people. However, Sarah is making jelly for 8 people, so we must double the ratio. So we need 850 milliliters of apple juice. 1 tablespoon is equal to 20 milliliters. However, in the answers, we must need half a cup. So half a cup is equal to 250 divided by 2, which is 120 milliliters. We get 125 multiplied by something plus 20 multiplied by something is equal to 850. We can trial the different answers. We get that 125 multiplied by 6 plus 20 multiplied by 5 is equal to 750 plus 100, which is 850 milliliters. So the answer is D. We can draw the compass points and mark each click with the numbers 1 through to 27. Eventually, we find that the 27th click is in the southwest direction, so the answer is D. We need to visually make these 12-sided dice in our heads. We can see that the face B is opposite the number 12, so the answer is B. To find the total amount of sunlight generated, we have to multiply the hours of sunlight by the number of days. And then, if we add them up, we get 360 hours of sunlight. Since each panel generates 2 kilowatts per hour, there will be a total of 720 kilowatts. However, we need to multiply this by $0.1, which gives us $72. So the answer is C. From the information given, we can make 3 equations. Solving the first and third equation, we get that Jack has 38 coins. Substituting this into the second equation, we get that Oscar has 86 coins. Substituting this into the first equation, we get that Lily has 42 coins. Now we must add this up to get a total of 166 coins, so the answer is B. The numbers in the first row form a pattern by the difference being +2, +3, +4, +5, so the next term must be 21 because we add 6 to 15. And the next one must be 28 because we plus 7 to 21. In the second row, the pattern is that each term differs by 8. We minus 8 to get to 67, minus 8 to get to 59, minus 8 to get to 51, minus 8 to get to 43. So the next two terms must be 35 and 27. We find that the third row is formed by multiplying the corresponding term in the first and second row. This means that the question mark can be formed by multiplying 28 by 27, which is 756. The clock loses 12 minutes every 24 hours or every day. When it is Thursday midnight, 3 days and 18 hours will go by. Since the clock loses 12 minutes every day, it will lose 36 minutes in the 3 days. And in 18 hours, it will lose 9 minutes. So altogether, it will lose 36 plus 9, which is 45 minutes in total. However, the clock is set 2 minutes forward. So 45 minus 2 is 43 minutes. This means that the difference of the correct time on Thursday midnight and Megan's clock will be 43 minutes. Since the ice skating rink is for hire at $80 per hour, the total amount of money spent in the 2 hours will be 80 multiplied by 2, which is $160 for the hiring fee. And then we can let X be the amount of people that were in the group. This means that 160 plus 10 multiplied by X over 2 is equal to $620. Note that we get X over 2 and not X because in the question it says that half of the people hired skates. We can resolve this equation to get that X is equal to 92. On one face, there are 7 vertices, and altogether there are 4 faces. This means that altogether you will need 28 joins in Gia's pencil holder. Since Abby exercises every 3 days and Sam exercises every 7 days starting on Thursday, the lowest common multiple will be 21. Since they both started together on Thursday, the 1st of January, and there are 365 days in a year, we must divide 365 by 21. We get 17 and a remainder. However, this is not all, since we have to count the first day that they exercised together. We must add 1 to 17, and we get 18 days in which they exercised in the gym together. We have now completed the 2017 ICAS Maths Paper D solutions. Thank you for watching, and make sure to share this video with anyone who would benefit from it. I will see you next time with a new video.